Hey guys, in the last video we spoke a little bit about, briefly at the end, about switches. We talked about potentiometers and the differences there, and I mentioned that we were going to come back and talk a little bit about switches. Now these two here are a blade type switch versus a toggle switch. This guy here is a import style metric three-way toggle like you find on the Les Paul. And I don't have a Switchcraft three-way on hand for this, so we'll talk about these two. This one is a CRL, and so the way these work is they basically have detents. So as you move this along here, it's got a path here that makes contacts. And on both sides of that wafer, you've got different contact lugs, and this will make and break contacts along here, sending the signal from your pickups to your volume pots and controls. Now, both of these, if you look at them, side by side here, have a similar, the contacts are all there on both of them. Everything works, but where these differ tremendously is in the way that they positively engage. So on this one, there's a spring here, and you can see as you move the switch, it stretches and compresses. Now this has a sawtooth on a gear, on a lever in there, and as you roll this across there, it lifts and seesaws over top of each of those humps. So everything is linear. So as you move linear this way, it literally goes straight up and down. So up and down like that. Now this, on the other hand, has detents stamped into the casing here. And if you look at it from the side there, you can see in there's a small little wheel, and this shaft here is actually a piece of spring steel. So as you roll that across there's a wheel on the end of it that rolls along, and it rolls up and over each bump. Now, positively engages. Both of these switches feel really solid. You can hear it click in on both of these. The difference is where with this you can feel the slightest torque to the side. If you're moving the switch forward and backward, you can feel it, actually, that spring steel and catch. Where the CRL, as you move across, because it doesn't have any deflection to the left or right, everything is on a linear path, it feels a little smoother to me in the front to back because you don't have that side-to-side torque there. So, again, both of them are great components. They both feel nice. They both do the same thing. But, slight variables and differences from manufacturer to manufacturer. Same as with potentiometers and knobs. Sometimes the knob tips don't quite always line up from manufacturer to manufacturer. Typically that's an American versus a metric or an import. So yeah, and that's, I guess, the gist about switches. You can get these in different combinations. These are both three-way tele switches. I have these on hand because this one here is, spoilers, fun little project. One of the Fullerton series that we've kind of been talking a little bit about, I'm doing a collaboration for the guitar knobs, Todd Novak, and it's a really kind of a jazz master kind of vibe. We've got this really great set of Brandon wound pickups here with the wide range humbucker and the tele bridge position, and we're going to mount that wide range in this just awesome Sparkle pick guard done by the Pick Guardian. So shout out to the guitar knobs and Tony and Jared and Todd, and more on that later. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.